All right, looks like we got a pretty good group for a Sunday. Hopefully everybody's having a good Sunday. Let's go ahead and share screen and go ahead and take a look at the markets so you guys can understand what I'm doing, what we're looking at for the week. All right, real quick, we'll talk about Bitcoin, Ethereum in just a minute. I want to start with Maker because we did just enter a margin trade on Maker. I decided not to use Maker for the challenge trade due to profitability at the targets. I think we're going to do a lot better with Sol, Link, and possibly even Matic. So I'd rather our first trade make us 50% or higher on our challenge trade. Maker can do it, but I think Maker would take a little bit longer. So Maker is a really, really good leverage trade right now. So we're gonna cover that. If you guys have been following me for the last couple of weeks, you already know what's going on here. So let's go ahead and take a look here at this trend. So the overall trend, of course, is up. I want to point out the double top break because this is a major level. And one of the major reasons why we're taking a long. So we're going to zoom in on that. So we did get that breakout here. This is the break of structure. And this is a big structure because this was the double top right here. So because that actually held a higher low on this particular trend and busted through there, this was a really nice pullback that I've been following with the lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, and so on and so forth. But this range right here, this level, I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you guys can see this. This actually dipped below it. Now, it didn't close a candle below this level. And you see all these wicks. That's a good sign. That's a good sign because all of the orders that were down here got liquidated and they got taken. So that liquidity got grabbed. So everybody that had orders below here, shorts, when this broke here, you got shorts that got trapped in there and got stuck, and then this reversed back over. So all the liquidity, all the orders down in here got removed. So I like that. Not only do we have the wicks below, we have the closes back above this major area. So then you look for the, because we have the downtrend, you look for the change of character or the chop. So this would be, this red line represents that lowest high on the downtrend right there. And we did get candle closes above that on the 4 hour. If you zoom in on the 4 hour, you can slightly see it here on the daily. This did actually close above that there. So if you come back down to the order block before that, that's in this area, this did pull back to that and then close back above here. So I'm seeing a lot here that tells me this is likely headed higher, especially with this hardy support now, old resistance turns support, and with the price action character change here, and with this doubling up as support. So I really like this up here in this area. So we're going to take this swing and we're going to exit near the high on target 1. But the reason why we're not going to exit the whole thing there is because this is a trend, a resummation of trend. So we're expecting that trend to resume. And based off the price action here off of support, you'd be looking for a higher high. But yeah, we're going to take some profits up here, but the expectation is for this to move higher. Now, we are going to need the markets for this. So we're going to need bullish markets for this to happen. Very likely we get up in this area, but we're going to need, Bitcoin and Ethereum to break areas and then hold areas that support. But we'll talk about that in a minute. So anyway, that's why I like this right now. We're not jumping into 1,000 trades, okay? Even though we've got a couple of good trades. Like, this is a great chart. 90% of the alt charts don't look like this. There's a few. But the other thing is Maker has been a leading blue chip. So I really like this. there's no reason why Maker cannot continue to lead the market if, in fact, we are going to head into the hidden bull market. So I really like this trade here. I like this as a leverage trade. I don't like it as much for the challenge trade because I want us on our first challenge trade to make, literally, I love to make 50% profit on our first one. And, Sol gives us that. Sol, Link, and Matic right now are the three I'm looking at that really give us the potential for extreme profits on our first challenge trade. So that's why I made that decision to not use this for the challenge trade. So that being said, let's go ahead and move into the ones we are looking at for the challenge trade. So Matic right now is finally entered one. I didn't have it on the list yet, but let's go ahead and take a look at it anyway. Again, and I've told you guys to do this, map out the downtrend is here. So you've got lower highs and lower lows. Boom, boom. Then we've got a decent bottom here. Now, I prefer there to be a higher low before this has a change of character. But above here is a change of character. Now, it's coming off of a decent base, so that's decent, that's good. But like I told you, I want to wait. This is a key level. So how do we know it's a key level? Well, because it's performed as both support and resistance. Okay, so that right there moves it from a minor level to a major level. Do you understand that? Hopefully you guys can understand that. So because this is held up as support and now it's resistance, this is a major level. So it's key to what's happening down here. So you can see the major downtrend line has been broken, and that broke right here. Let me kind of open this up a little bit. So we have the basing pattern. I like it. The downtrend, we got the basing pattern. We got the breakout here. You can see the volume climbing, so that's really nice as well. Off of the bottom, we're getting some volume escalation. And this just went ahead and dug right in, man. This didn't even pass go. It didn't collect 200. It just rolled. So it also, besides breaking the major downtrend line, it broke the short-term one too as well. And you can see this area holding up as pretty decent resistance. I mean, this was sold off of pretty heavily, and this was as well. So this was our short-term downtrend line. This just plunged right through that, again, on increasing volume. So now we're above this level. So early buyers here, they're probably going to get smoked. That's not what we want to do. A lot of times breakout buyers, like I showed you with Maker, people that tried to short that, they got liquidated, so they were trying to short in expectation of there being a change of character on Maker, starting to move it, or a break of structure on Maker, continuing that downtrend, but it didn't. So they got smoked. So again, you want to be careful longing right here. This would have been a high risk long, but again, there's too much. I don't do this a whole lot because there's a lot of structure in its path. So let this break these structures. Let it break it. This is the safest way to play. Let it get above. It could go this high. It could go anywhere up in here. It could even come to where this wick is. So we're good with that. I want that to break. And since this held up as resistance now, I want to see a move back in here. So whether that's down on the trend line or whether that's down to the top of this area, I don't know. Right now, I'm not looking at that. But what I'll do is I will end up, now that we're above here, if tomorrow this can move a little bit higher and can ascend above here, what I will do is I'll move from the daily chart down to probably the 4 hour, okay? Down to the 4 hour. And what I'm going to be looking for here is be looking in here, right in this area. So I don't know what price is going to do, if it's going to head up in here, whatever the case might be. And then possibly, we want this to come back down into this zone, okay? I really want this key level, but I want to buy it. I'm interested in this on a pullback. All right. I don't want to buy this on a dip. That's where the smart money is going to play this. So that's where I'd be wanting it. And you can already see here on the 4 hour, you can already see. I just want to point this out to you. Some other possibilities. Let's see here. Let's go with this guy right here. There's a lot of order blocks that we can look at. Okay, this is the 4 hour. So you've already got some gaps and some candles right here. So there's a lot down here that we can look at. And what I'd be looking at is not just the pullback. I'd then be looking for some type of bullish reversal or bullish move off of that 4 hour long. We would actually enter that. So we'd be entering off the pullback and looking for a long. I don't want to buy this up in here. I want the pullback in the long. And the cool thing about that is we've got quite a bit of upside here that we can ride this to. So if this can pull back into this area, we've got a lot of potential. We've got a lot of potential. I want to draw it up here for you. I mean, good money potential. Real good for a couple targets. So that's Matic. That's, of course, one of the ones now we're looking at. And you guys already know about Sol. Sol has completed the major breakout, which is incredible. I mean, we've been buying the absolute heck out of this bad boy. But there's no candle closes up here until now. So I'm really watching this area in here, but I'm also watching this order block here. Just kind of letting you know where my eyes are going. Why? Because this is the break of structure. Sorry, I really want you guys to see this. Yeah, this is the break of structure. Look, no candle close, no break of structure. All right. You got wicks. This is major rejection. Candle close. So we have a break of structure. So let's go to the order block that created and caused that. This is where the smart money entered this. Some down here, but this was the latest one. This is the one that caused the break of structure. So I'm very interested in from here to here, from C to shining C. Okay. And again, it's the same idea. Whether that stops here, whether that stops here. Once it gets down anywhere in this area, I'll be looking again at the 4 hour time frame or the hourly. Okay. And I'll be looking for a bullish reversal over here, and we will be taking longs. So the cool thing about our longs is we got this would be the ultimate here. So if we can get in where I want to get in, we're looking at, let's just say it, let's take it from a high point. That's a 70% banger, 70% on our first challenge trade. So the potential there is astronomical. And the reason why that's so good and delicious is because of how massively important this barrier is. If we can get above that, back above that, and ride this bad boy up, look, this is our next. We're only looking for the top of the next price action area. So we'd be leaving this one. We'd be leaving this space for another home. This would be our next home. And it's the top of that home that we'd be looking for. That's it. And it's excellent gains even on one trade. So really like that, of course. And daggone it, if Link is not shocking the heck out of everybody right now. Let's just take a gander because it's the same thing. I'm not going to go over this one. It's literally the same idea as Sol. Only this one, This one, the same kind of returns we'd be looking for. It'd be about 80%. If we can get what we want. But this is 500 plus stinking days, 500 plus days. So again, because this level is so substantial, you know, we need to expect price at some point in time to come back and say hello. When? Who knows? Who cares? We're just going to sit and wait. And then we'll do the same thing. We'd be looking for, at our smaller time frame, 4 hour, 1 hour, for a bullish reversal. If this thing pulls back, that's what we'll be looking for. Now, it could, if the market gets weak, let's say Bitcoin reverses, you know, hits that 31K, 32K and pulls back. I do want you to see this because this is the daily run. Okay, this was caused by big money, not retail money. So I do want to point this out to you, just like I did before. You don't want to assume that this is what's going to hold up as support. Could it? Sure. But what do we have here that I've been teaching you guys? Look at the gaps. Look at these gaps. Okay, we have inefficiency. There's no candle filling to the left of this, and there's no candle filling to the right of that. So you should automatically be going, interesting. This right here is where the big money put their orders in. That's your order block, folks. That right there. So, you know, y'all will be freaking out. People on Twitter will be freaking out if this guy does one of these. I will not be. You know, so if this happens, I'm going to love it. I'm not worried about it. I mean, it's fine. Okay? That's not a problem. Why? Because we have up here we have a chop. Change character. All right? From a massive range. From a massive range. So I'm trying to detail this out for y'all so y'all get this. This stuff doesn't bother me. You know, if Bitcoin, you know, this could continue higher, but let's say Bitcoin, let me just map this out. Because remember, you're always trading Bitcoin. So I want you to understand what could happen. Yeah, so this is how close we are. To resistance. Okay? So let's not be naive. You know? And this is a convergence of what? The major trend line and major horizontal. So, you know, the odds of this, I mean, just going nuts and smashing on the first go, I mean, can it? I mean, sure, it's crypto. Anything could happen, you know, and that would be great. But what is likely to happen is that this holds up on first tap. And that's fine. What we want, though, if this pulls back, because I just want to make sure you guys know I'm not naive, I'm not dumb, I'm not thinking, hey, it's full bull. You know, a lot of people on Twitter are like, that's full bull, caution to the wind. We're not there yet. We're not there. So I want you to see what I'm seeing and know what I know. And it's why we're not in 18 trades, okay? We're not in 18 longs. You know, we have a ton of accumulation trades. Why? Because that's what you're supposed to do when you're in the bottom of the market. But as far as active trades, we're not there. So we could get something like this. You know, and this is is reasonable and this is good price action. I mean, this would be beautiful price action. And then come down and test that 32K area. If we get this, or anything like this, we will know, listen to me, we will know that we are in the hidden portion of the bull market, period. And from that moment on, we are going to make a crap ton of money. And from that moment on, all of you become active traders. Everybody's going to be able to active trade. But it hasn't happened yet. We are still where? Stuck between 32K and 25K. I don't care what anybody else says. I would love for Credible Crypto to be right and we ATH this year. Come on. I don't care. Like, I don't care if we ATH this year or we don't ATH after the halving. Why? Because we have done the work. We have done everything we were supposed to do. And if you're new, you are not late. If you are new to my trade alert, you are not late. You are not. Oh, and by the way, everybody that has joined as of this month, that stays until the halving, gets my whole course for free. You guys already know that. But in case you didn't catch that alert, everyone that's in and stays to the halving gets my trader's course for free. My trader's course has about 50 videos in it. By the time April rolls around, there'll be about 100 videos in it. So everybody that's here as of this month, after the end of this month, that deal is gone. So anybody that joins next month or the month after, they're not going to get it. Only y'all. That's it. And only the ones that have been with me from the get-go. So we got great things coming, man, and I can smell it. I can smell it. We're like we are in the window. We are on the verge. But don't get it twisted. We are not there yet. The market still has to do what it's got to do. And it hasn't. And the majority of alts still have not charged. And by the way, the correct pronunciation is not charge. It's chalk. Change of character, chalk. But I don't like it. I like chach. So it's chach. And I will say chach every time I say it. You do you. But I just want to make sure you guys know I know that it's correct. The correct pronunciation is chalk. But I don't like it. It's not funny enough. Chach is funny. Chalk is not funny. So active trade, we've got 3. Why? I'm not buying this yet, man. Let the market prove itself. I don't care what everybody else says. Make the market validate. We have tons of time. Tons of time. All right? So we're only in 3. We're only in 3 as far as active trades go. We've got plenty of accumulation trades that you've already seen them. I mean, we got tons that are already starting to pop. And they're all going to pop. So we've got to keep our nose to the grind and do what we do. Let's just take a gander at Ethereum because Ethereum was strong. Look at this. This is, man, I went along right now. I'm not going to yet, but I definitely want to take a leverage long on this soon. I just don't want to buy this right now. It has come back over the median or the magnet. You guys know medians are magnets. That's why price swivels back and forth because it's a magnet. So it's a magnet for price action. But I like to see some support up here before I long. There's all kinds of room, man. We got target 1, target 2. I mean, this is going to be a decent leverage trade, but there was too much resistance to take one down here. I like to play something off of support up in this area, but we'll look at that when the time comes, and I will actually zoom in on the 4 hour to figure out a good entry for this. But I am looking for a leverage long on Ethereum. It'll be interesting to see because today was really cool to see Ethereum actually pulled a little bit. It wasn't monstrous. It's not like it took over, but we did get a taste of money flow. Okay, it wasn't big money flow, but it was a taste. And by that, I mean, even when Bitcoin was down 100, Ethereum was up like 30 points. And a lot of the alts still had the meat for the day. So that was like a nice taste of something we haven't had in a while. And that money flow is something I'm always watching for. I want to show you one other thing before I go. I know I've been talking your ear off. So this is all the market cap. Let me just, gotta grab an arrow. I got a point. So this is all the market cap for alts. So this does not include, so this represents all the altcoins. It does not represent Bitcoin and Ethereum. So this is sans Bitcoin and Ethereum, or without, minus Bitcoin and Ethereum. And what do you guys notice about this? You guys know this is like my favorite bottoming pattern. This slant right here, I love this slant. I love this slant. All right. We've got that low, mid, kind of an inverted head and shoulders, kind of. This goes pretty deep into the head, so it's not, but it's the same kind of taste. And I love the neckline style. But what I want you to show you is this is the old range, this highlighted area. So we're knocking on that door. There's a couple of things to look at here. We have the triangle, the blue, and then we have the range. And right now we are on ascending price action with price pinching in this triangle. So you guys have seen the room that Ethereum has, right? I showed you the room that Ethereum had with target 1 in the kill shot if we went long. So I want you to see what that would do for alts. Y'all see it? Yeah. So even without altcoins taking back dominance, we don't need it to take back. But what I mean is when Bitcoin hesitates and I see money get in Ethereum and alts, it makes me excited. We haven't seen that. That's how the bull market works. When Ethereum pulls back or when Ethereum consolidates and you see money flow into Ethereum, even today was just a little bit, and then you see money flow into alts, that is the taste that you're looking for. That's that money flow I've been talking to you about, and you guys are like, I don't know what he's talking about. Yeah, you don't know because we haven't seen it in ages. But there's some room here for Ethereum to make its move and alts to make its move. Now, whether they do that with Bitcoin or whether Ethereum does it with altcoins while Bitcoin's chilling or pulling back, I can't wait to see. These are things that I look at to determine whether we're in the hidden bull market, folks. All of these things. Chachas. How many alts are making chachas? How does the crypto total market cap just for altcoins look? Is there money flow when Bitcoin's chilling into Ethereum? All these things. Things like freaking Sol and Link coming out of stupid lows that they've been in for ages. These are big deals. They're great. But it's still not enough. We still got to see what we got to see. But things like I want to flip that switch. I can't yet. We've got plenty of time. All right, y'all. Hope you loved it. Until next time, baby. Here comes the boom.